Madam Speaker, let me at the outset assure members of the House that this issue of expired drugs is of much concern to my ministry. There are many factors contributing to patient care, treatment, as well as dispensing of drugs. I wish to inform the House that subsequent to several press articles since the beginning of this year regarding the alleged dispensing of expired drugs, investigations were carried out by an independent team of my ministry in March 2018. With regard to part A of the question, the team submitted a report together with recommendations. Following the investigation, and as per record, there is no evidence that the drug emanated from the health institution concerned. Madam Speaker, with regard to part B of the question, subsequent to the investigation, an implementation plan of the recommendation with different time frame, immediate, short-term, long-term, and order of priority has been worked out. Some of the recommendations are namely a computerized system of stock management, proper infrastructure for storage of drugs, labeling, dispensing, standard operating procedures, increasing manpower, and education sensitization of the public in the use of drugs at homes. Furthermore, regular visits are conducted on a monthly basis by the pharmacy staff to medical clinic, area health centers, and hospitals to monitor stock and expired dates of drugs. Copy of the inspection report will be submitted to my ministry for follow-up. I would also like to inform the House that well before the alleged dispensing of expired drugs, a survey on expired drug was carried out by my ministry in September 2017. Subsequently, arrangements were made with the Solid Waste Division of the Ministry of Social Security and National Solidarity and Environment and Sustainable Development to dispose all the stock of expired medication at Mexico's landfill.
Yes, Madam Speaker. Regarding the outcome of his inquiry, did I hear well that the Honourable Minister mentioned that the medicines were not from the hospital? Did the inquiry give that as the reason?
They mentioned that that medicine that was brought was in what paper or something like that. It was not from that particular batch. That was the report I've got.
Strange, but because there was not only one case. To my information, there were several cases. Madam Speaker, the stock management of medicines has been criticized several years back by the Director of Audit. So my question to the Honourable Minister, since we are spending billions every year, you yourself have been Minister of Health, you should know that very well. Billions has been spent in drugs, in medicine. Is it not high time to treat this as urgent so that we have a modern, computerized stock management system? This is done in private clinics. Why can't it be done in public hospitals?
Madam Speaker, I completely agree with the Honourable Member. And last week, I know the drugs are being kept at different places. Last week, I personally went to look. Actually, before that, we sent tender out to look for a space to keep our drug properly. And we didn't manage to get. We were looking for 50,000 square feet of space. We could not manage to get it. That's number one. Last week, I visited a store at Castel. No, not Senray, Castel. I visited the space myself to see whether we can have a space where we can transfer the drugs. If everything goes all right, maybe in 1 month I'll be able to transfer some of the drug from places like Senray, Marketing Board, Tobacco Board, or whatever. So I am concerned about it. So that's what we have been doing the last few months and last week. And we are working as well to get a new store to keep our medicine where you have proper temperature, humidity, and a computerized system. I appreciate the importance of this project, I can assure you these are temporary measures I'm taking, but I'm working on the permanent measure as well.
Thank you, Chair. Can the Honourable Minister inform the House?
Is order. Honourable Balumudi. Honourable Balumudi, please don't interrupt the Honourable Member. Allow her to ask her question. Please.
Thank you, Chair. Can the Honourable Minister inform the House whether medication kept at the pharmacy of public health institution and dispensed to respective wards are kept within the prescribed temperature, mainly during summer period, and whether these institutions, together with the wards, are properly equipped to that effect?
I know again this.
Honourable Balumudi.
I know again. I've asked my pharmacist to go, and pharmacist and the technician to go into a different ward in all the hospitals to make sure that medication are well kept. So I've asked them, and I'm waiting for the report as well. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, we know that in private sector, if a pharmacist sells expired drug, he is subjected to consequences from the pharmacy board. But can I ascertain, in the wake of this dispensation of expired medication, whether any public sector pharmacist has been subjected to any inquiry or disciplinary procedure or any sorts of consequences laid down by the guidelines and procedures of the pharmacy board?
As I mentioned, as you are aware, there was an inquiry recently on a case where the baby died, and we have got the report from the fact-finding committee. We have got the report, and we have got a committee. I mentioned it the last time. We have got a committee who is going through that report because apart from
Honourable Balumudi.
Now, come on.
Interruption
Ask your question,
from
I'll
a sitting
answer you.
position is not allowed.
You're making a comment on the sitting position. Make your question. Yeah. So we have got a committee working on that as well to look into that.
I suspend the sitting for 1.5 hours.